Usually I don't do this, but seriously, these days, the backside we see on social media are as fake as anything. What's up, my people? How on a day waiting they happen within this sub? Welcome back to our channel. Alright guys, again today we have more information about the death of Osinachi. Well, more information doesn't really mean that there's anything different from what we heard yesterday. No, there's not much difference. It's just people's reaction about her death. You know, some people said they blame religion. Others were like, no, we shouldn't blame religion. We should call a spade a spade. The man is a devil. End of story. Some pastors actually came out. They supported the fact that, you know, you don't have to kill yourself in a marriage. If you realize that this thing is not working and this other person is maltreating you, it's okay to leave such marriage. Even though they are pastors, right? They confidently said that. I mean, it's better not to come back in body bag.
My counsel to anybody: if you don't love anybody's daughter, instead of killing them, hand them back to their father. Divorce is not allowed under any condition. But this is what I believe: it is better to be alive and there is no marriage than for you to die because of marriage. A killer marriage is a nonsense marriage. And I'm not talking of physical killing. There are people who can finish their wife or husband emotionally, psychologically, mentally. This woman is a shadow of her life.
So here we have Pastor Madubuko, who says this. Let me read. Religion killed Osinachi. He continued. He says, age coming soon. Separations and divorces. Brace up, guys. So help us, dear God. And let us check the second slide. He says here, as long as we believe that knowing Jesus alone is not enough for heaven, people will keep dying out of fear. I think we need to teach our people that coming back home from a failed marriage is better than coming back home in a coffin. I think that is important, you know, that we talk about these things, because it seems like people mix these things up. I don't think Christianity wants you to stay in abusive relationship. We just refuse to use our common sense. Yeah, I think this whole thing has got to do with common sense, because a lot of people have blamed Christianity that, okay, this is the cause, or this is the reason why so many women endured an abusive relationship until they lose their life. Seriously, I don't know if God would allow that, would allow you to be abused, like beaten in your husband's house, in someone that claim they love you in their house. You know, God will allow you to go through that phase, get beaten and die in the hands of the same man who took you to the altar, promise, you know, to be there for you and all that. Yeah, it's vice versa, not just the guy. Ladies too abuse men. You can tie it to religion or African mentality. It's still common sense, because you're the only one going through that pain. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong, I don't know. But here we have, I think, Women Affairs Minister Pauline Tolling. Oh, that's her name. I didn't even know that we have like Women Affairs Minister. Like, you know, so she visited the family. This lady had 4 kids. That's a lot. Man, it's really, really crazy. For me, right, guys, what I would call news is when we get information from the police, or, you know, the division, you know, he was taken to. I can't wait for that report, and also I can't wait for his interview. I hope a journalist will be bold enough to interview this particular man. In fact, the sister was interviewed recently, and she said she did not die of cancer. The husband, Mr. Peter Nwachukwu, hit her with his leg on the chest. All these while he has been beating her, but my sister hides all that. She was passing through from us. Before now, we have told her to come out of the marriage. We told her that they are not divorcing and that it's just a separation, but she felt that God is against divorce. We told her that separation is not a sin, but just for her to stay alive and take care of her children. She will always tell us to relax and that the man will change. So when the man kicked her in the chest, she fell down and he took her to the hospital, but he did not even tell us. It was her friend who lives in a Ebonyi state that called her twin sister because Osinachi has a twin sister. Wow. To ask, did your sister tell you that Peter hit her on the chest? The sister then told her no. It was the hitting on the chest that killed her. Here we have Reverend Funke Adejumo. She's of the opinion that, if you are in an abusive relationship, yes, you should leave. You shouldn't be in such a relationship. She says, woman, you are not inferior to anybody. Don't think that marriage is all that makes you. Please understand that you are important with or without marriage. Don't die in any abusive relationship. I'm not a pastor, but a pastor's wife. I've been a pastor's wife for 33 years. I want to say this to those of you that are privileged to have spiritual authority over people. Please stop telling them to stay in abusive relationship. Now, she's sending this message to her colleagues, pastors, reverends like her, spiritual fathers like her, and mothers like her. Please stop telling them to stay in abusive relationships and be praying. If they were your blood relatives, would you tell them to stay there? How can you, as a pastor, and someone tells you that my husband is beating me, my wife has brought out a knife, and you tell the person to stay there? We will be praying for you. God can never hear that kind of prayer. That is abuse of power. Submission is not subjugation. Submission is not slavery. The fact that you are the head of a relationship does not mean that you should kill the body in the name of religion. Another marriage wahala here, we have JJC. You might not know him, some of you, yeah, but Funke Akindele's husband. We got reports that something is going on in their marriage, that they've got issues to settle in that marriage. Well, they came out to debunk it. Now, these are rumors. I hope it's not true. 70% of the time, it's not like I calculate these things, but because I've been doing this thing for a while, I know for sure most of the time, out of 5 stories, 3 will come out true later. It's bad, not good news though, but yeah, we hear things like this. Remember Chikere, they came out to debunk it, like, no, we're good. Like, it got to a point they couldn't hide it anymore. I think they try to debunk it so that they can work on it, but it seemed like it's never gonna work. And guys, it's crazy, the news on social media the news we hear on social media these days. You wake up in the morning and the first thing you hear is about divorce, fights in relationships, somebody just killed the other person, this wife just hit the husband on the head while he was sleeping or in his sleep, the wife was killed in his sleep, like that. This is what we hear, or a marriage is about to hit the rock. This is what we hear every day. Relationship, marriages is becoming a joke. What's the solution to these, guys? Let me know about this in the comment section below. Here we have another lady. This is a Yoruba actress. First saw this story last week. This is like an updated information about it, right? So last week we got reports that these people, their 8 years marriage has crashed. The lady's name is Yewande. Like I said, she's a Yoruba actress, got married to this guy, and it's been 8 years, together. And it seemed like everything is going on well, but until we heard the news just last week that they are about to go their separate ways. The lady came back on social media to say, please stop dragging my estranged husband. But she didn't debunk it. She didn't say that there isn't a problem, there isn't some stuff going on in their marriage. Yeah, they're going through something. It's just not good at all. Here she had posted saying, I know you all mean well for us. Please kindly stop dragging Daddy Precious online. She didn't even say my husband again. She said Daddy Precious, like, the father of our child. If not that I had to debunk a false narrative being told against me regarding our issue, the truth about our present situation would still have been kept private like I wanted it. Yeah, she was like, yeah, we're going through stuff, but I wouldn't have come on social media to say anything. But because of the wrong news out there about our issues, they have issues truly, but there's a particular report out there that is untrue about that issue, maybe exaggerated. So she came out to debunk it, and that's how a lot of people got to know. And she continued, I know he has made a lot of mistakes. Please kindly forgive him. You're telling social media. You're speaking to yourself. All I wish for Biodun Thomas is for him to finally attain the best version of himself in this lifetime. Whether he's with me or not, I am human too, and I also have my own flaws. This is what we see on social media. And, relationship these days is difficult. Some ladies are desperate. Others just hope that one day they meet their soulmate. Like this lady. This picture was posted on social media recently. This guy said this. The lady was seen holding his picture, right? And he says, please, you people should help me and tell this girl to stop carrying my picture to church for pastor to pray for me to marry her, because I mistakenly said I will in Easter. I think we all know that when you go to market, not all the goods you price are there you end up buying. Okay, that's it. Moving on to the next one. Here we have the famous Bianca and Billy's video, the former first lady of Anambra State. A clearer version of that video surfaced online recently, and there was no slap. She just dragged her hair like Tiger Generator. But there was no slap. It wasn't really dramatic. I think social media, as usual, likes to exaggerate things. And yes, I think that is that gives us news, that gives us something to say as bloggers. But this is the truth. This is actually what happened. What I'm thinking right now watching this video is, how did the cameraman, how did he know that something is about to happen? Like, he was, oh my God, so focused on these two, right from where she got up to meeting, or confronting Bianca. These captured those moments. This guy needs to be recognized. Nice one.
Idiot. Hey! You are a bitch.
Usually I don't do this, but seriously, these days, the backside we see on social media are as fake as anything. I don't know why these people still opt to get their back done, or to get this done. The backside we see on social media these days, my doctor gave me backside, the version. I don't know, it doesn't really look good. So why would you even opt for something like that? I'm sorry to say this, like I said, not my usual thing, but like, come on, my people. Just like Iniedo, everybody's talking about it, and I feel like it's okay to talk about it. Okay, I just stumbled on this picture. What do you think about this? Photos from a groom's shower. Are they gays? Only gay does this. Like, why would someone give me these to wear? A friend, the first thing I will ask is, you be gay? Like, make I know, you understand? Like, make I understand how I need to stay away from you, you understand? Like, okay guys, moving on to the next one. Here we have a tortoise. This man wants to sell this tortoise for 25 million naira. That's a lot, though. Is it that expensive? I don't know.
Yes! For sale! I fẹ́ ta ni 25 million. Ìwọ tó bá fẹ́ rà. Contact number yìí 080 62 400 415 ní Nua Central Parish Alakashi Mbero. Thank you so much.
Here we have Blaco, that's Black Sheriff, the new kid on the block from Ghana. He said Pokoli introduced him to Burna. Pokoli is doing a great job in the entertainment industry. Introduced Bella Shimoda, to Olamide. Introduced this guy Portable to Olamide, and now Blaco to Burna Boy. Pokoli, I think it is time we start giving him that respect that he deserves. Yes, it's not just a dancer.
Yeah.
Who's Poco, by the way?
Poco is a dancer, he's a Nigerian dancer. Poco.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's your friend. Poco is your friend?
Poco is a fan, but I think right now we are linksters.
Cool.
He gets it because the support has been crazy. And he has a huge fan base too in Nigeria.
Okay.
Like over 2 million followers on Instagram.
See.
Yeah. It's a very huge dancer. He's been touring with Brenna. Did that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So he played it for Benna.
I think so.
And then what, Benna got in touch with you?
Yeah, Benna loved the song. It's crazy. So someone from Benna's team reached out to me on WhatsApp.
Okay. Were you shocked?
Very.
What did they say?
Yo, Benna, they love your tune. Well, are you free to have a video call? I said, oh, bro, at this studio, make her talk to my man.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so they called him.
And he was on there?
Yeah, it was crazy. He talks for 20 minutes.
Here we have Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He said, I have no son grown enough to declare. He's trying to say that he has no son who is old enough to be president. I think that's what he's trying to say. Let's watch.
For my ambition and my mission to become the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Your son has just declared.
Thank you. I have no son grown enough to declare.
Let me read this. Tinubu counters Osinbajo by calling urgent meeting with APC. Remember, Osinbajo already reviewed his plans to contest or to run for president. Recently, I think saw the video yesterday. And this is like a threat to Tinubu. According to Tinubu's team, they said, we didn't know that he was that serious. We thought he was just joking. In fact, a source had said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is making plans to exit the party should he lose at the primaries. Because of Osinbajo. If it happens, he will exit the party. So he's got plan B. Immediately they heard Osinbajo's speech, they start shaking. Okay, his team started shaking. The source said this. Baba didn't expect that Osinbajo would make the declaration at that time, even though reports were getting to Tinubu about Osinbajo's rumored ambition. Everyone here thought the whole publicity stunt will die down. Okay, guys, that is where we're going to hold it. Today's question. You don't want Osinbajo. You don't want Tinubu. You don't want Atiku. You don't want Peter Obi. You don't want Saraki. Who do you want? Who do you want? Leave your answers in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Until we see you next time. Peace.